What's going on, everybody? Wanted to talk about the latest event that we just had and do a breakdown of what we did right, what we did wrong. So during pre-fishing, we ended up covering about 25 miles between the 3 days and opted to launch out of TK Jones campground for the tournament day. Our decision in doing that was there was a 75 boat tournament going out of Fisher's Landing, and wasn't sure if there was going to be enough water up here to fill out a limit. So we decided to launch out of TK Jones, and our pattern was basically run this bluff wall. With the weather that came in, water temperature dropped 3 to 4 degrees back here, and during pre-fishing we had shook off about 5 to 6 fish down this stretch. Now we knew that there was going to be boaters coming through here during pre-fishing, knew that there was going to be kayakers coming down here. However, we didn't account for basically all those fish being set on, which is what I think happened. So we started here tournament morning, and we caught one fish 18 minutes into the tournament, and we thought obviously that was a great sign for what was to come, especially because we caught it basically on the beginning stretch. We basically started right here, and we ended up catching that fish right on this point. So with that in mind, we decided to continue to run this pattern and basically fished all of this here, this whole stretch, and then we ran even over to this stretch here and fished all the way down into here. Just didn't pan out. Granted, during pre-fishing, I hit this a little bit later in the day, which kind of plays a factor into the decision of sticking around as long as we did. So once we didn't get any more bites, we made the decision to run upriver, and we ran all the way up to these bays here, or these pools, and there was boats in the back of all these, and we wasted a bunch of time coming up here. It just, you make that decision to make the run, and it just didn't pan out this time. So we didn't get anything up here. It felt dead up here. Felt like there was no life at all. Because we didn't even get a bite up here. So we ran back down, and because we hit this bluff wall later in the day during pre-fishing, I had thought maybe it was a timing thing. So we ran back down this entire stretch and got the exact same feeling that we got when we were in those pools, that there just wasn't fish in the area, or they were tight-lipped, or whatever the case may have been. That cold front definitely played a factor. So we ended up scrapping that, getting out of here about 11:30, and loading up and then driving all the way back up to Fisher's Landing. Now we got here about noon, which obviously gives us 2.5 hours to fish, to try to fill out 4 fish. Did I think it was possible? Certainly. Did I think it was a long shot? Yes. So we got up here, and I mean, you look around in this area, and there was, I don't know, 10 to 15 bass boats, 6 to 7 kayakers tournament day, still in here at the end of the day. So we decided to roll into this back pocket where we caught one the weekend before, and there wasn't, that fish wasn't there, and we didn't catch anything back there. So we ran back towards the boat ramp into some of these shallow areas. Another snippet to this is from the boat ramp back, the boat tournament couldn't fish. All this was off limits, but it was in boundaries for us, and we ended up running into Andrew back here and saw him bed fishing back here. Andrew had a good finish. He finished in 4th. So we decided to look around and ran into a couple beds. And those are the 2 fish that we caught back here. Now, had we had some more time, I definitely think we could have found 2 more fish. As we decided to go back into this area and saw some other fish swimming around. Just didn't have enough time to spend on them to get them to commit. These fish all had been pretty much caught all day long. They've been skittish. I mean, I couldn't even pull up within 20 feet of them without them taking off. So, thinking about decision making, I should have just said, you know what? Let's just go fish amongst the crowd. We know there's fish in Fisher's Landing, and really just committed to this and fishing amongst everybody, as we knew that obviously we had basically 45 minutes before the boat tournament got on. Would have gave us enough time to probably catch a few fish first thing in the morning. And it was just a decision that we made, and it was a mistake. And we just have to think about what we're going to do in the future when we come back to this fishery. I really haven't had a good finish at this place. And I kind of pride myself on being a consistent angler, and this place has hurt me several years in a row. I believe this is my first top 20 finish, and I only ended up with 3 fish, if that doesn't tell you how tough the fishing was. Basically, half the field didn't have a limit, and a limit would have went a long way this week, and I just didn't think that was the case. I thought there was going to be some really big bags, and I think there was 1 or 2 bags in the 90 inches. And we decided to go swing for the fences down here, knowing that we would have had more time before boats got down here. But our next event is at Saguaro, a place that we're very familiar with. I'm going to probably not get some time on the water for pre-fishing there, but I do want to talk about pre-fishing in the next video. And we will catch back up then. Thanks for watching.